Hi everyone, and welcome back to InsideTech. In today's video, we'll be checking out the Soundcore Liberty Air True Wireless Earphones. In case you don't know, Soundcore is a division of charging tech leaders Anker, who make some of the best cables and power banks on the market, but at budget prices. I was especially excited to see how these compare to some of the flagship models, since these are in some cases just half the price, but still have many of the flagship features such as automatic pairing, touch controls, and Bluetooth 5. Let's take a look. As we've come to expect from Anker products, the unboxing experience is great, and the earphones are packaged really nicely. Inside the box we have all of the usual paperwork, a micro USB cable for charging, a set of replacement silicone ear tips, and finally the charging case and earphones themselves. The case has a capsule-like design, and since I have here the black version, has a matte black finish which feels really good in the hand, but as you can probably see is also a fingerprint magnet. At the bottom we have a micro USB charging port, and with Anker leading the way when it comes to consumer charging tech, I was disappointed not to see USB Type-C here. We also have here some branding on the top, and our LED battery indicators on the front, which incidentally have a beautifully bright and soft white glow, which displays the battery each time you open and close the case. Opening the case, you can actually feel the magnetic hinge take over as you press to flip this open to reveal our earphones. I really like this magnetic lid design because it makes it so easy and satisfying to flip the case open and closed, but the magnets are also just strong enough to keep the lid securely closed when needed. The interior of the case has a contrasting glossy black finish, with cutouts for each of your earphones. This does save you the hassle of having to fiddle around to get the positioning just right, but it could mean that you can't use custom ear tips since larger ear tips won't fit inside the case. Now with the earphones themselves, the first thing you're going to want to do is to remove the plastic film to reveal the glossy black finish, and a design clearly resembling AirPods with that long antenna stem. I have to admit that the materials used here does give the Liberty Air a sort of cheap plastic feel, and the glossy finish really doesn't help here. I personally would have much rather seen a matte finish like the case here instead, although the white version definitely doesn't suffer as much here. What is great though is how lightweight and comfortable these earphones are. They're definitely comfortable enough to wear for prolonged periods of time, and with the ergonomic shape, these actually did a pretty good job of staying in my ears. I personally could use these whilst out running or at the gym, but as with any true wireless earphones, this is entirely down to your particular ear shape and also choosing the right sized ear tips. Whether or not these will stay in your ears, only you can answer. The earphones feature dual microphones, which work together for Soundcore's dual mic uplink noise reduction. Essentially, this means that voice quality is improved by processing the signals from both the microphone closer to your mouth to pick up your voice, and the other at the opposite end of the stem to pick up environmental sound. Obviously, this technology does pale in comparison to dedicated active noise cancellation, but in practice the Liberty Airs did produce very clear vocals for phone calls, and noise isolation was fairly good as long as you can get a good seal with these earphones. The earphones carry an IPX5 water resistance rating, for protection against jets of water, so in addition to being very lightweight, the Liberty Airs would be ideal for use in workouts. The case, however, is not water resistant. The earphones snap magnetically back into place inside the case, guaranteeing a secure contact with the charging pins every time. This is vital for not only ensuring the earphones are charging correctly, but also that the auto turn on or off feature is triggered when placing these into or removing from the charging case, and as a result, this has worked for me every single time. This is something that a lot of other true wireless earphones struggle with, so for me, the magnetic system is a must-have for any true wireless earphones. In terms of controls, the right earbud is used for play-pause, skipping songs forward, and answering or hanging up phone calls, whilst the left side skips to the previous track, rejects phone calls, or summons your phone's voice assistant, and all of this is done via touch controls. This does take some time to adjust to, and the contact area is relatively small, but you should be able to locate this fairly quickly after just a few days of use. They also strike a good balance of sensitivity. You can gently tap on the earbuds for more comfortable control, but you're also unlikely to accidentally give commands here either, particularly due to how the gestures have been mapped out. For example, a single tap does nothing, so you can adjust the positioning of your earphone without having to worry about skipping songs by accident. In general, I think the touch controls work well. They're responsive, accurate, and intuitive to use. So it's just going to be a case of locating the touch-sensitive area. Whilst you don't get to the same precision of having a clickable button, I do prefer how much more comfortable touch controls are. You don't have the discomfort of pressing the earbud into your ear, or the loud click right against your eardrum, which has been a common issue with true wireless earphones. The only other alternative is having much larger earphones housing full-sized distinctive buttons, but this inevitably comes at the cost of having a big and bulky earphone. Touch controls are understandably divisive, and whilst clearly not perfect, for me are the best current solution for true wireless earphones. For battery life, the Liberty Airs are on par with the class leaders, offering 5 hours from a single charge, but a huge 20 hours total with the included charging case. The earphones will also enter a low power mode if connected with no music playing, and will instantly wake when the music resumes. There's also an auto off feature after 2 minutes without a connected device, so these are equipped with great battery efficient features. The battery life is also compatible with iOS in the Today view, and is displayed in 10% increments. Sadly, there are no fast charge options available. In terms of connectivity, these use the latest Bluetooth 5, and the distance you can reach from your connected device is definitely one of the Liberty Air's strengths. The synchronization between two earphones was perfect, but due to the limited codec supported, the latency is probably going to be too high for watching videos. I did experience a rare dropout due to interference in my environment, but this was certainly no more often than with any other true wireless earphones. The missing feature I would like to have seen the most though is multi-device pairing, which sadly is not supported here. So moving on to audio quality, the Liberty Airs are possibly the best sounding true wireless earphones at this price point. They have a fantastic mid-range and stable highs, with good clarity and detail, and the vocals in particular really stand out. The low end also offers enough so that the audio doesn't seem thin, but unfortunately the bass is definitely lacking, which is typically where true wireless earphones fall short. As always, using the correct ear tips and getting a really tight seal is imperative here, but after experimenting with all combinations, I was still missing that deep bass, even with a good seal, something I was able to hear with some of the other flagship models. An equalizer to adjust the sound profile would have been ideal here, perhaps even compatibility with the Soundcore app, but sadly since this is missing, there is no way to customize the earphones nor provide any updates to the firmware in the future. Don't get me wrong, the bass here is still better than most, but where the vocals and clarity can compete with the flagship models, the bass is where these fall short. Still, if you're not an audiophile, then you definitely shouldn't be disappointed with these, and for the price you are getting fantastic value when it comes to sound quality. Overall, the Soundcore Liberty Air earphones offer perhaps the best value when it comes to true wireless earphones. For those looking to enjoy the freedom of true wireless with a reliable and comfortable pair of earphones, the Liberty Airs are a great option. Of course, there are a few features missing which prevent these from surpassing the flagship competitors, but at this price point, you'd be hard pushed to get more for your money elsewhere. But let me know in the comments section what you think about these earphones. Would you rather pay double the price for better sound and more features? Or perhaps you think there's a pair of true wireless earphones out there offering better value? If you found the video helpful, then please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on to make sure that you're notified when the next video goes live. Thanks for watching, see you all next time.